This afternoon, I want to help you release pressure from your life by correcting one misunderstanding. Purpose is not something you suddenly arrive at. It is something you walk into over time. Many people are tired not because they are doing too much, but because they are waiting for clarity that only movement can provide. They are waiting for a moment that explains everything, when in reality, purpose unfolds gradually through engagement with life. Purpose works more like a path than a destination. A path does not reveal everything at once. It reveals only what you need for the next step. And that is intentional. If everything were revealed at once, growth would be rushed and character would be skipped. Understanding this changes how you relate to your life. You stop asking, "Have I arrived yet?" and start asking, "Am I walking in the right direction today?" Direction matters more than speed. Purpose is discovered through responsibility. When you take responsibility for learning, serving, improving, and contributing where you are, purpose becomes clearer. Waiting without responsibility produces confusion. Walking with responsibility produces clarity. Another important truth is that purpose is shaped by experience. What you learn while walking becomes part of who you are becoming. This is why mistakes are not wasted when they are reflected on. They are part of the path. Growth does not require perfection, it requires attention. Purpose also grows through consistency. Small actions done repeatedly shape identity. Teaching, learning, building, improving, and helping may not feel dramatic, but they create momentum. Momentum reveals direction. This afternoon, it is helpful to remember that you do not need to know everything to begin. You only need to know enough to take the next meaningful step. Purpose does not demand certainty, it responds to willingness. You may not feel competent yet, but competence grows through competence. Competence grows through practice. Practice begins with action. That is the order. Purpose also has seasons. Some seasons are active. Some are quiet. Some are focused on learning. Others are focused on application. All seasons matter. None are wasted when you stay intentional. When you see purpose as a path, comparison loses its power. Everyone walks at a different pace. Everyone's path looks different. What matters is alignment, not imitation. So this afternoon, release the pressure to figure everything out. Instead, focus on walking well today. Choose one area to grow. One responsibility to take seriously. One contribution to make intentionally. Purpose is not ahead of you waiting to be found. It is forming as you move. People feel behind, late, or lost because they compare their lives to others who appear more certain. But purpose is personal. It unfolds at a pace that matches your development. What matters is not speed, but alignment. A path also suggests that purpose is discovered while walking. You do not stand still and wait for a roadmap to appear in full detail. You start walking with what you understand, and clarity increases as you move. This is why action is such a powerful teacher. Experience reveals things that thinking alone cannot. Many people delay purpose because they are afraid of making mistakes. But mistakes are part of the path. Learning comes through correction. Growth happens through feedback. Purpose is refined through engagement, not avoidance. Another key point is that purpose is connected to responsibility, not just passion. Passion may initiate interest, but responsibility sustains direction. Passion changes, but responsibility anchors you. When you commit to serving, improving, or contributing in a particular area, purpose begins to take shape. This is why purpose often starts with small, ordinary actions. Teaching, helping, learning, organizing, improving, building, these may not feel extraordinary, but they are foundational. Paths are built step by step. Consistency matters more than intensity. It is also important to understand that purpose evolves. What you do now may not be the final expression of your purpose, but it is still part of it. Each season teaches skills, values, and awareness needed for the next. Nothing is wasted when you are intentional. Many people want clarity before commitment, but life often works the opposite way. Commitment produces clarity. When you commit to growth, learning, and service, purpose becomes clearer. Direction follows engagement. Purpose is also shaped by environment. Where you are placed exposes you to certain needs. Needs reveal opportunities to contribute. Contribution reveals capacity. Capacity reveals direction. This is why paying attention to your environment is important. A path also includes pauses. Not every season is about forward movement. Some seasons are about reflection, learning, or rest. Pauses are not failures. They are recalibrations. Teaching people to respect seasons helps them avoid burnout and discouragement. Another misunderstanding about purpose is the idea that it must feel exciting all the time. In reality, purpose includes routine, discipline, and repetition. These are not signs of boredom, they are signs of building. Meaning is often found in consistency. Purpose also requires patience. Growth takes time. Skills take time. Understanding takes time. When people rush purpose, they skip formation. Formation is what sustains long-term impact. Teaching people to value preparation is essential. Preparation is not delay, it is alignment. The stronger the foundation, the more stable the structure. Discovering purpose now does not mean having all the answers now. It means becoming aware of direction now. It means choosing to walk intentionally now. It means aligning daily decisions with long-term meaning. You discover purpose by asking better questions. Not what will make me famous, but what problem can I contribute to solving? Not what looks impressive, but what is meaningful and needed? These questions guide the path. Purpose also deepens through learning. Reading, listening, observing, and reflecting sharpen understanding. Teaching motivation emphasizes continuous learning because purpose grows with knowledge. As you walk the path, confidence grows. Not because everything becomes easy, but because you become capable. Capability builds trust in yourself and in the process. When people understand that purpose is a path, they stop waiting for a perfect moment. They start moving responsibly. They begin where they are. They adjust as they go. They grow through experience. This understanding brings peace. You no longer feel pressured to have everything figured out. You focus on walking well today. And walking well today prepares you for tomorrow. Purpose is not a sudden arrival. It is a journey of alignment, responsibility, learning, and contribution. And the most important step is always the next one. When we say that the most important step is always the next one, we are acknowledging a principle that governs all meaningful growth. Progress is incremental. Large outcomes are the result of many small, well-aligned decisions made consistently over time. This understanding frees people from the pressure of trying to solve their entire life at once. Instead of asking for a full map, purpose invites you to pay attention to direction. Direction is different from destination. Direction tells you where to move today. Destination describes where movement eventually leads. Many people fail to move because they are overly focused on destination clarity. Teaching people to value direction helps them take action even when the future feels uncertain. Another important aspect of purpose as a path is awareness. Awareness develops as you walk. The more you engage with life intentionally, the more patterns you begin to notice. You begin to see what energizes you, what drains you, where you add value easily, and where effort produces little result. These observations are not random, they are feedback. Feedback is one of the most powerful teachers on the path of purpose. Life constantly responds to your actions. When something works, it tells you something. When something fails, it tells you something else. The mistake many people make is ignoring feedback because they are emotionally attached to an idea instead of being committed to growth. Teaching people to interpret feedback correctly is essential. Feedback is not judgment, it is information. When understood properly, it sharpens focus and improves direction. Purpose becomes clearer when people are willing to learn from results instead of resisting them. As the path unfolds, people also begin to understand that purpose involves seasons of specialization. Early stages of the path often involve exploration, trying different roles, learning different skills, exposing yourself to various environments. Over time, patterns emerge. Certain abilities strengthen faster. Certain contributions feel more natural. This is when specialization begins to form. Specialization does not mean limitation, it means focus. Focus increases effectiveness. Teaching motivation should emphasize that narrowing your focus over time is a sign of maturity, not loss. When energy is concentrated, impact increases. Another key concept is stewardship of time. Purpose as a path requires awareness of how time is used. Time is the resource that cannot be replaced. When people lack purpose clarity, time is often spent reactively. When people gain clarity, time becomes intentional. This does not mean every moment must be productive. Rest is part of the path. Reflection is part of the path. Balance supports longevity. Teaching people to manage time wisely includes teaching them to rest without guilt and work without distraction. Purpose also shapes decision-making. When you understand your direction, decisions become simpler. You begin to ask, does this move me forward on my path, or does it distract me? This question filters opportunities, relationships, and commitments. Many people feel overwhelmed not because they have too much to do, but because they lack a clear filter. Purpose provides that filter. It does not remove choices, it helps you choose wisely. Another important teaching is that purpose grows through service. Service is one of the fastest ways to gain clarity. When you serve, you encounter real needs. Real needs reveal real impact. Impact builds meaning. Teaching people to serve where they are builds humility and insight. Service also grounds purpose in reality. It prevents purpose from becoming abstract or ego-driven. Purpose that is disconnected from service often becomes self-centered. Purpose connected to service becomes sustainable. As people continue on the path, they also encounter resistance. Resistance is natural. Growth disrupts comfort. Change challenges existing patterns. Teaching people to expect resistance helps them avoid discouragement. Resistance is not always a sign to stop, sometimes it is a sign that growth is occurring. This is where resilience becomes important. Resilience is not about forcing progress, it is about staying engaged despite difficulty. Teaching resilience includes teaching adaptability. Sometimes the path adjusts. Sometimes the approach changes. The goal remains, but the method evolves. Purpose as a path also includes learning when to release things. Not everything that served you in one season will serve you in the next. Growth requires letting go of habits, roles, or identities that no longer align. Teaching people how to release without regret is part of maturity. Release creates space for expansion. When people hold on to outdated versions of themselves, growth slows. When they allow identity to evolve, purpose deepens. Another important connection is community. Purpose is rarely fulfilled in isolation. Others contribute insight, support, correction, and encouragement. Teaching people to value collaboration strengthens their journey. Community does not replace personal responsibility, it enhances it. Mentorship is also valuable on the path. Learning from those who have walked similar paths reduces unnecessary mistakes. Teaching people to seek wisdom rather than just validation is crucial. As the path continues, people often experience a shift from seeking purpose to living purpose. Early stages are about discovery. Later stages are about embodiment. Purpose becomes less about questioning and more about consistency. At this stage, motivation becomes internal. People no longer need constant reminders to act. Their actions are aligned with their identity. Teaching motivation at this level focuses on sustainability and refinement. Eventually, purpose expresses itself through influence. Influence may be small or large, visible or quiet, but it is real. Others benefit from your clarity. Others learn from your example. This is one of the signs that the path is being walked well. Purpose is not measured by popularity, but by usefulness. Teaching people to value usefulness over recognition protects them from disappointment and comparison. As the journey continues, reflection becomes important. Periodic reflection allows adjustment. It helps you assess alignment, growth, and direction. Teaching people to reflect intentionally prevents drift. Drift happens when people stop paying attention. Purpose is maintained through awareness. Awareness requires pauses for reflection. Finally, purpose as a path teaches patience with self. Growth is gradual. Understanding deepens over time. People evolve. Teaching people to be patient with their own process reduces self-judgment and burnout. When you accept that purpose unfolds through walking, learning, serving, adjusting, and growing, life becomes less pressured and more meaningful. You stop chasing sudden arrivals and start honoring steady progress. Purpose is not something you suddenly arrive at one day. It is something you live into, step by step, decision by decision, season by season. And discovering your purpose now simply means choosing to walk with intention now, trusting that clarity will meet you as you move. If this short teaching helped you see purpose differently, subscribe to this channel for more calm, teaching-based motivation. Share this video with someone who feels stuck or pressured to have everything figured out. And remember, clarity comes through walking, not waiting. Thank you for listening.